Okay. Maybe you'd like to go first.
So, as many people may or may not have heard, over 3,500 children have been cut off of therapy pretty quickly and unknowingly by Kathleen Wynne, and many people are arguing against her decision, saying it's not factually based, there's no scientific data backing it, which she said she agreed there isn't necessarily, but that her argument is that this is the best route based on what they see. So I'm here to ask if Town of Shelburne would follow suit with Oakville, who's also examining this, as well as Richmond Hill, who announced just this weekend that they're also examining this and bringing this to the table, this resolution to ask Kathleen Wynne to stop what she's doing, to consider direct funding, and to reconsider the changes that she's making to age blocking on IBI. IBI is intense therapy that is life-saving for children with autism. It makes a child the difference between being a non-functioning and functioning human being in some cases. It enables them to speak, enables them to use the toilet, and it enables them to do things like participate in council meetings or become a counselor one day or even go to school. So for us it's been critical for our family. My daughter is 5. She was diagnosed at 1.5 and she waited until she was 4.5 or over 4.5 to get the IBI. She received it in October and she's being cut off this month. So.
Sorry, you say you waited?
We waited
for 4.5 years?
Yeah, 3.5 years.
So 3.5 years to finally get in the system.
Yeah, the therapy started in October.
And then had the rug pulled out from underneath.
This month is the end. They announced it at the beginning of last month, which was Autism Awareness Month. They basically announced it on Autism Awareness Day. And there are thousands of families outraged by this. This is going to affect not only 3,500 children immediately, but another few thousand over the next few years. The children that will benefit from this will be children that are basically 1 and under right now, or possibly the unborn. 2018 is the year that they're going to enact this new plan that may benefit us in the way that this current therapy is. But we have no proof that that is what the plan will be. They aren't showing us what the plan is, or anybody for that matter. Therapists that are working with our children don't know what the plan is. They're saying they're not going to be cutting service in the meantime. They say that they're going to go right from IBI into ABA, and then we go into another wait list. But the ABA they're going to be providing is basically going to be 1 hour a week for 10 to 20 weeks, and then it ends, and we go back on the wait list again. So she will wait until she's 7 years old to have service. From 1.5. It's pretty devastating. There are families that are having severe problems right now because of this issue, because of dealing with this. It's devastating for us.
Wow.
So I'm asking Town of Shelburne to consider passing a resolution to send a message along with other towns to try to save our children.
All right.
Well, and I'm here to answer questions about sorry.
You're certainly well versed in the topic,
Sorry.
and I can't wait to hear your voice on the radio tomorrow morning. Jill, and I don't know the new guy. Stefan? Not nice to meet you. So hopefully they'll be able to pick up a little soundbite from you and lead the charge. Are there any questions? Well,
so Kelly, are we going to be the first community that's passing the resolution up to the province?
From my understanding, Oakville hasn't passed it yet. They just read it. Is that correct? So they've only read it, and they're just waiting to hear feedback from the community in case there are any concerns. Richmond Hill hasn't passed it yet, but they announced this weekend that they're bringing it to the table at a future council meeting. So we'd be the first. If you did it right now, you'd be the first, from my understanding.
so with that, why don't we take the lead, be leaders in the province, and I'll read this motion.
Please.
It's moved by Wade, second by Dan. Now bear with me. If you hold that. All right. Whereas autism spectrum disorder is now recognized and the most common neurological disorder affecting 1 in every 94 children, as well as their friends, family, and community. And whereas applied behavior analysis, ABA, is a scientific process based on objective evaluation and empirically based interventions used to achieve meaningful, generalizable, and enduring behavioral change, intensive behavior intervention, IBI, is an application of the principles of ABA in an intensive setting used to affect behavior change and improvement, And whereas the current waiting list of children for intensive behavior intervention, IBI, is over 2,000, and more than 13,000 children await applied behavior analysis, ABA, and whereas the province of Ontario has announced it intends to discontinue IBI services to children over the age of 4 and provide a one-time payment to assist with services, thereby abandoning thousands who have been waitlisted for years. And whereas there are 2 service models for affected children to be treated. One, the direct service offering, DSO, where children receive services directly from trained staff on Ontario's 9 regional service providers. And 2, the direct funding offering, DFO, where parents receive funding directly in order to purchase services. And whereas the DFO model to provide services is used in Alberta, British Columbia, and imminently Saskatchewan, such a model is clinically rigorous and has been identified by the Auditor General of Ontario as being less expensive than Ontario's DSO model. Therefore, be it resolved that a letter be sent to Honourable Tracy McCharles, Minister of Children and Youth Services, Alexandra Dezinek, Deputy Minister, Honourable Eric Hoskins, Minister of Health, and Honourable Kathleen Wynne, Premier of Ontario, requesting the province to 1, amend its policy to one that will allow all children on the current waiting list to receive the IBI services promised them, and 2, remove the age limit for IBI therapy and replace it with a program that provides ongoing IBI services based on need and individual development, not age, and 3, ensure oversight by professionals and parents based on development progress criteria and milestones, and 4, adopt a direct funding offering, DFO model, in lieu of the current direct service offering, DSO model, and further, that a copy of this resolution be forwarded to all municipalities within the county of Dufferin. Any discussion?
I'm wondering, Worship, if we request the vote to be recorded and everybody's motions there, voting in favor, that would send a stronger message to the Premier.
I was wondering that.
Yeah, should we
Suppose it just up.
Okay. All right.
We should, right? Does that need to be added?
We'll just add to.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Have our MPP
Sure.
Should that be a PP?
I do want to mention that Sylvia Jones is backing this 100%. She's been great. She's been communicating with us, responding to us, and is definitely on the side.
Okay, so the motion has been amended to remove County Dufferin and add Province of Ontario. Okay. Walter, you want to report a vote?
Yes, please.
Mayor Benton,
Yes.
Councillor Bonotto,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dunlop,
Yes.
Councillor Mills,
Yes.
Councillor Sample,
Yes.
it's unanimous.
Okay, motion carries. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. And
Yep.
thank you for taking my petition downstairs.